Dinshare. Says so right here. Cordless ratchet, 3/8 drive. This was provided to me to test and demonstrate, which is what I'm going to do here coming up. I'm Roger, welcome to the shop. What I'm going to be demonstrating here is this Dinshare brand, cordless, battery operated, 3/8 drive ratchet. You know, so what do you compare it to? Well, you got a regular ratchet here, you know, one of the, manual. This is cordless. Then you have, this is a pneumatic ratchet. This has to be a Matco right here. So yes, this is cordless, but you have to have an air hose. So if you're out somewhere where you don't have an air compressor and you got a lot of bolts you need to run in and out, you don't want to do it manually, something like this come in real handy. Okay, so what do you get here? You get the ratchet, you get a nice little storage bag here, you get a manual, you get 2 batteries, you get a charger. These are 16.8 volt batteries, and they are unique to this brand, of course, as everybody's got to have their own proprietary brand of battery, I guess. And you get sockets. You got 7 sockets in here, plus a 3/8 to 1/4 inch adapter, and they are all M&Ms. That means they're metric, so this is millimeters. These are impact sockets. They're not going to be the snap-on Matco type quality socket, but for the weekend warrior or the homeowner, they do just fine. So how does this thing work? Well, put a battery in it, the right direction. You would put a socket on it, and I'll grab one here out of this bag. So there's the loosen. There's also a little LED light down here. There's also a trigger lock right here, so you can lock the trigger so that you're not accidentally bumping it. Or if you throw it in your bag, it doesn't run by itself. I've had that happen with some battery operated tools before. This also has a little battery life indicator right here that shows you where your battery level is. It lights up. Of course, green is fully charged, yellow is you got to start thinking about charging it, and red is you need to charge it. So to reverse it, a little lever on the top, just like a conventional ratchet. There it is to tighten. How strong is it? If you grab it hard enough, like all cordless ratchets, you can stall it. This is not designed to pull the trigger and break loose or torque down fasteners. That's what a torque wrench is for, or this type of ratchet, or that type of thing, or if you got something really stuck really hard, you use an impact. You can use this as a conventional ratchet, of course. Just, if you're on your fastener, it's just like conventional ratchet. You can snug things down a little with it. If the bolt is not super, super tight, you could use this to break it loose. I wouldn't be like standing on it, and because you're going to strip this head out, you're going to break it, and you certainly don't want to put a piece of pipe over it. I mean, I broke this type of ratchet doing that. Yeah, primitive Pete thing, but I've done it. I suppose there's quite a few out there that have also done that type of thing. Put a piece of pipe on it, and either bend it, break the socket, break the bolt off, something happens, and then your day just got longer. Okay, how about a little bit of a torture test? Yeah, you can use that conventional nuts and bolts and that type of thing. One of the hardest things there is to do is put a lag bolt into old treated wood. This is a piece of 4x4 that's been around for a while. Of course, with any lag bolt, you want to drill a pilot hole first. This is a 5/16 lag bolt. For a 5/16 lag bolt, you would drill a 1/4 inch pilot hole. So I have a 1/2 inch socket on here. 1/2 inch socket on here. We'll see how this does. Of course, you get to a point where it's not going to drive anymore because you run into the shank of the bolt. So let's pop this back out. You see, oh, that's warm. you see, it'll do it. So I'm impressed with this. For the as low a cost as this is, I'm impressed. Okay, so now that I mentioned cost, okay, well, how much is it? These are about $72. Comes with 2 batteries, the charger, etc. Take the battery out, you just push the 2 tabs on the side and pull them out. This does hold the socket fairly well. There is a ball bearing on here. You line that up with your impact socket and you won't have the socket falling off. And it takes a little bit of effort to pull it off, but that's the way it's supposed to be. So now let's compare this to something much more expensive. I'm not going to compare it to this Matco air ratchet because, yeah, this is a whole lot more expensive. However, it's not cordless. So here's a DeWalt Atomic Series. So this, without the battery, just a bare tool, you can usually find it for around $175 to $200. I happen to get this on a special sale for $99. However, no batteries or anything came with it. This, you get the batteries, I mean, you get everything with it, the charger, and you get some little sockets there to play with. So there again, for the homeowner, the weekend warrior type person, handyman around the house, around the shop, this would be just fine. If you are a professional, like car mechanic or a professional mechanic, yeah, you're not going to be using something like this. You're going to be either having the, Matco or Snap-on or Blue Point or Mac or one of the higher end tools from your tool rep that comes around, or a Milwaukee or a DeWalt, something like that, very, very high end. But if you're not a professional and you're not going to be using it every day, day in and day out, one of these here would be just fine. And I have found nothing wrong with it. And again, I was provided this to test and demonstrate, which I'm doing here, but I don't really see any problems with this for the, as I say, around the house, around the shop, the handyman, weekend warrior type thing, little remodel projects. It's just, I don't think it's going to be exactly for the full dedicated mechanic. So if you got anything out of this, appreciate getting a thumbs up. There'll be a link in the description on where you can pick one of these up on Amazon. I'm Roger in the shop. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.